Hello everyone. I hope you all are excited for this new session. It's important to remember that all living organisms need air for breathing, which is crucial for their survival. During respiration, oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is released. This process is essential for maintaining ill life. Can air be seen? No. Air itself can't be seen. But it can definitely be felt in many ways. For example, on a hot summer day, air helps us stay cool by allowing us to get rid of excess heat. So, let's dive into the topic of air composition from the lesson Air Around Us in Class 6 Science to gain a deeper understanding of what air is made of. Look at these examples to sense the presence of air. The leaves of trees rustle, or clothes hanging on a clothesline sway in open areas like a terrace. Pages of an open book flutter when a fan is switched on. Moving air makes it possible to fly a kite or a paper rocket. Remember the process of winnowing that was covered in the topic of separation of substances. It depends on air to separate the lighter particles from the heavier ones. High-speed winds can blow off roofs and uproot trees during severe storms. Learning outcomes. After studying this topic, you will be able to understand the presence of air everywhere. Explore the composition of air. Explain the role of gases present in the air. Keywords: atmosphere, composition of air, carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, smoke. Let's take a look at the concept map. Have you ever played with a firki? Try making your own firki in a shape you like. Hold the stick of the firki and place it in a different directions in an open area. Move it back and forth a little and observe it rotating. The firki spins because of the moving air. Have you seen a weathercock? It indicates the direction in which the air is moving at that location. We often see the weathercock on weather reports daily on TV. Close your fist. Do you feel the air inside it? Even though it seems empty, air occupies the space inside your fist. take in an empty bottle and observe it closely. Is it really empty? The air fills the space inside the bottle. You can prove the presence of air inside the empty bottle with this simple experiment. Dip the open mouth of the bottle in an inverted position into a bucket filled with water. Observe the bottle. Does water enter the bottle? No. Now, tilt the bottle slightly. You will see that water begins to enter the bottle and air bubbles will rise with a sound. When the bottle is held in an inverted position, the air inside prevents water from entering. When the bottle is tilted, the air escapes in the form of bubbles, allowing water to fill the space that the air had occupied. This activity demonstrates that air occupies space and fills all the space inside the bottle. Air is present everywhere around us. It has no color and is transparent, allowing us to see through it. Our Earth is surrounded by a thin layer of air that extends many kilometers above the surface, and this layer is called the atmosphere. At higher levels in the atmosphere, like mountains, the air becomes thinner. Therefore, mountaineers carry oxygen cylinders when climbing high mountains to ensure they have enough oxygen in the thinner air. Air composition. Until the 18th century, people believed that air was a single substance. However, experiments have shown that this is not the case. Air is actually a mixture of many gases. One important component of air is water vapor. When air comes into contact with a cool surface, the water vapor condenses, forming droplets on the cooled surface. The presence of water vapor in the air is crucial for the water cycle in nature. Take two candles of the same length. Light both candles. Cover one of the candles with an inverted glass tumbler. Observe both candles carefully. The candle covered by the glass tumbler will extinguish after some time, while the other candle continues to burn. The candle under the glass tumbler goes out because the component of air that supports burning is limited inside the tumbler. The burning candle consumes most of the available component. The other candle, however, continues to burn because it has constant supply of air. This important component of air that supports burning is known as oxygen. In the above experiment, air is still present in the glass tumbler, even after the candle has blown out. This indicates that some components in the air do not support burning. One major component of air that does not support burning is nitrogen. In a closed room, a burning substance can cause suffocation, releasing the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a small component of the air around us. Plants and animals use oxygen for respiration and produce carbon dioxide. Similarly, when plant and animal matter burns, it consumes oxygen and primarily produce carbon dioxide along with a few other gases. Therefore, dry leaves and crop remnants should not be burned as this increases air pollution. Burning fuel also produces smoke, which contains gases and fine dust particles that can be harmful. This is why factories have long chimneys to direct the harmful smoke and gases away from people. However, this often means that the pollutants are released higher into the atmosphere, where they can affect birds flying in the sky. Dust particles are always present in the air as well. In a dark room, open a door or window facing the sun just a little, so that sunlight enters the room only through a narrow slit. Carefully observe the beam of sunlight coming in. Do you see tiny shining particles moving within the beam? During winter, you might have noticed similar beams of sunlight filtering through trees, showing dust particles. This demonstrates that air contains dust particles. When we breathe, air enters through our nostrils. The fine hairs and mucus inside the nose help filter out dust particles to prevent them from reaching the respiratory system. Breathing through the mouth can be harmful because it allows dust particles to enter the body more easily. In conclusion, the composition of air varies from place to place. Air is primarily composed of nitrogen and oxygen, which together make up about 99% of it. The remaining 1% includes carbon dioxide, water vapor, and other gases, as well as dust particles. The main gases in air are nitrogen, oxygen, a small amount of carbon dioxide, water vapor, and several other gases. So, that covers the topic of air composition. In the next part, we will explore air availability and the replacement of oxygen in the atmosphere. Until then, enjoy some engaging videos on the subject. Points to remember: air is found everywhere. We cannot see air, but we can feel it. Air in motion is called wind. Air occupies space. Air is a mixture of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, and a few other gases and dust particles. Oxygen supports burning and is necessary for living organisms. The envelope of air that surrounds the earth is known as atmosphere. Atmosphere is essential for life on Earth.